Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome to Ask the Nanny's Recipe Galore. Today we are going to make a vegan dish and it is my take on a Tex-Mex, I call it Tex-Mex Cauli rice because we're going to be using cauliflower. So what you're going to need is some, you can get the fresh cauliflower and shredded. They also have shredded cauliflower in the produce section. I like using the frozen kind because it's measured out just right. I like this because it's finer. But you're going to need some cauliflower rice, some rice cauliflower, and some black beans. Just a 15-ounce can of black beans drained. You'll need about a 1/4 cup of red onions chopped. And I have 3 cloves of garlic here that I minced, and about a 1/4 cup of finely chopped cilantro, about a 1/4 cup of red, green, and yellow bell peppers. So finely chop those up. I also made some guacamole. So your favorite guacamole, you don't have to make it, you can buy it from the store, but we're gonna use guacamole. And some fresh salsa, which is chopped tomatoes, onions, just the tiniest hint of jalapeno, some cilantro, and a little bit of lime juice. So that's what I have in here. It's some fresh salsa. Now, the spices that I'm going to use are some chili powder and some ground cumin and my new best friend, the Slap Your Mama, the low sodium Slap Your Mama. So yummy. And we're going to need a lime sliced in half because we're going to use half in one and half in another, one in the beans and one in the rice, and some olive oil. Now I have some infused garlic olive oil. I got this from one of my favorite new places, the Texas Hill Country Company. Yum. They have different flavored oils, and they also make the balsamic vinegar in different flavors. Yeah. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to pour the rice. Okay, if I can get the bag open. We're gonna pour the rice in here with some oil. I say about a teaspoon of oil. I'm just gonna take about a teaspoon or a tablespoon. I'm gonna heat this up. Turn the fire on so it can get heated up. And I'm going to pour the rice in. Now this bag is a 10-ounce bag of riced cauliflower. So if you're looking for it in the veggie section, this is a 10-ounce. And I'm going to sprinkle some of my favorite, Slap Your Mama, on there. I don't want a whole lot. I don't want it too spicy. Just a little sprinkle on top. And then I'm going to add my cilantro. There we go. I'm adding half of the cilantro to the about 3/4 of this cilantro that I have chopped to my rice, and I'm going to leave the other half to sprinkle on top at the end. Once I get my bowl made. Now I'm going to put my beans in my pot over here. Just pour those in. I added about a 1/4 cup of water to that, to my beans. I'm going to add my onions to my beans. I'm going to add my minced garlic. I'm going to put half of it in my beans. and half of the minced garlic in my rice. I'm going to take my bell peppers and I'm going to put them in my beans. I'm going to sprinkle, because I want flavor in my beans, I'm going to sprinkle some cumin. I would say about a half a teaspoon. And just a little sprinkle of chili powder. Don't need a whole lot. And again, my favorite, slap your mama. I'm going to add some to season my beans. Alright. Now I'm going to turn this on and let it start cooking. I'm going to stir this rice. I'm going to cook this rice until it turns translucent. I'm also going to stir up my beans so my vegetables in my beans can cook. Well, I should say overnight. You can cook it the night before your meal, so your flavors in your beans and in your cauliflower will have time to come together and give it a full bowl of flavor. The next day you can just warm it up and serve it. Simple as that. Once this gets done, I'm saving the lime for last because I don't want the lime to cook. So I'm saving the lime for last after my rice gets cooked. I'm going to put sprinkle some lime juice over that. I'm going to squeeze some lime juice in it and stir it up. I'm going to bring my rice over here to you so you can see what I have in my skillet. Now, I'm going to let you see what I have in my other pot. These are my beans, and with the beans I have some red, green, can you see that? I have some red, green, and yellow bell peppers, and I have some onions. I put just a dash of chili powder in there, and I put some about a half a teaspoon of ground cumin, and I put some slap your mama in there. Now this is starting to get done and starting to brown, so I'm going to turn my stove off, the eye off of that, and now that it's done, I'm going to take my lime and I'm just going to squeeze some lime juice in there all over it. I'm just going to stir this up so that all the lime can get within mix it up in the cauliflower. I got my beans going. They're almost done and ready. And we'll be ready to, just waiting on my my bell peppers and my onions to get kind of translucent. And once they get translucent, we should be ready to go. And I'm going to add some guacamole to it and some fresh salsa, which is, I use Roma tomatoes, some cilantro, just a little bit, a hint of jalapeno, like this. And I chopped some green onions. You can see the onion here. That's the green onion, parts of the green onions. And I use some regular onions, some regular white onions. And I added some lime juice to it and stirred it up. I'm going to put some rice in the bottom. And then I'm going to add some beans on top of that. It smells so good. I'm going to add my guacamole. Put a dollop on top of there. And then I'm going to add my, let me pull it over. And there you have it. Now you can use this as a dip. You can eat it as is. There we go. And it's just that simple. And there's my meal in my bowl. And voila, we are done with our meal. It has cauliflower at the bottom, and then we have the beans, the black beans with the red, green, and yellow bell peppers and cumin and chili powder and slap your mama, and the guacamole that I put, I think you can see that right there, the guacamole, and then the fresh pico on top. To go eat. This is going to be lunch for me. So I'm going to go eat. I'm going to get me some chips to go around here, and we're going to call it a day. Now, you can find this recipe and other delicious recipes on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/asktheenanny. Again, thank you for joining me, and I will see you all next time on Recipes Galore.